Hello.
Hello.
Mulaho.
Hello. I'm Shish and this is my husband now.
How are you?
We are fine. Welcome to Rwanda, guys.
Murakoze chane.
What's up, guys? How are you doing? This is T_Travels and I'm back in another episode. So today I am in Kicukiro district, Kigali, Rwanda, and I'm going to meet two of my fellow creators from India. So they have been here in Rwanda creating content, and they told me that this is their last day here in Rwanda. So I'm just going to board a motorbike. It's the guy who is going to take me there, and I'm going to see where I can meet them before they leave Rwanda. Let's go, man. So guys, I have to wear my helmet before sitting on a motorbike. So I have to first wear the helmet, and we are heading to convention center because that's where my friends are sitting. They told me that they are sitting at convention center and I'm gonna meet them there. Stay tuned. So guys, we are heading to Kigali Convention Center, and from Nyanza bus park. Nyanza bus park, it's a bus park located in Kicukiro district, and it's like 10 minute drive from Kigali Convention Center, and I'm going to pay only 1,200. So guys, this is Kigali at night, and you can see how the roads are very clean. The greenery in the city, guys. So guys, I am already at Kigali Convention Center, where I'm going to meet my fellow creators from India. So they told me they are sitting around. I'm gonna see where I can meet them. So as you see, I am working in front of the famous Kigali Convention Center, and there is the roundabout here nearby Kigali Convention Center, and this is the way that is taking me to the park where they are sitting. So guys, that is the famous Kigali Convention Center, and you can see how it's having the colors of Rwandan flag, and this is the way that is taking me to where my friends are sitting. You can also see how clean the roads are, those palm trees. Yeah, there is the famous Radisson Blue Hotel, a 5-star hotel, right here nearby Kigali Convention Center. Yeah, that is it, guys. I'm just walking fast. This is Kigali, guys, we have never seen before, and I hope you guys, this will make you put Kigali on your bucket list. So guys, as I was telling you guys, I am with my Indian friends. They're actually my new friends here. They've been traveling around different African countries, and right now they are in Rwanda. So I want to ask them their first impressions of Rwanda.
Rwanda is beautiful. I love it.
So we've been here almost a month now, and it's been so much fun. Rwanda is a very, very impressive country. Even though it's so tiny, it has like such a big world inside it.
Okay.
We absolutely love it.
Yeah, and the views of Rwanda, from every place you stand, the views are amazing. You will never get bored here.
And the most important thing is the people.
The people.
You know, most journeys in the world, you'll if you look closely at what happens in that story, it's mostly always the people who made it better. So
one of the friendliest people we have met.
Rwandans.
Yeah.
Shout out to all Rwandans, they're so friendly. And I would like to ask you, what were you expecting before coming here in Rwanda?
Before coming here, to be honest, I really did not have any expectations. I thought it was a small country, and our initial plan was to just finish seeing Rwanda in less than a week. And once we came here, you can see we're already here for 3 weeks now.
Yeah, and like every comfort is so visibly there, like it's so easy. Internet, so cheap, so good, and it's like so easy to just be online anywhere. So even for us, like as travel bloggers,
Yeah.
it's become so much more effortless to be here and explore, which meant we could spend more time. And
Yeah.
that's how 1 week became a whole month.
A horror movie.
And
Yeah.
it's everything is so safe here. It's so comfortable to walk even at night freely, and we can take out our cameras and vlog everywhere
vlog?
without being
Yeah.
scared. Yeah.
And I'll also say the safety thing helps a lot because
Yeah.
we've hitchhiked at night, at midnight, which we've never done in any other country, not even back home in India. So we
Yeah.
thought, okay, you know, we see the military everywhere and they're always smiling, so they're in a good mood also. So it's good, it's safe to do
Yeah.
it. So we like that experience too.
That's so nice. They were actually telling me that Rwandan internet is one of the cheapest internet in Africa. So can you just tell me about that? How
So-
can you compare the Rwandan internet to other African countries that you've been to?
We were seeing this list on the internet which ranked every country in the world, and I think somewhere at the cheapest band, I think India, Israel and a few other countries, they top this list. But the very second line is where Rwanda sits, and of the East African countries, I think Rwanda is still the cheapest.
Yeah.
Um,
Because we've already been through
yeah.
Kenya, Uganda, Tanzania, Burundi. Rwanda is the cheapest.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh.
It's I would say compared to your nearest neighbor, you're still at least 50%
Yeah.
cheaper or more.
Sure.
Yeah, for sure.
I didn't know that.
And because of that, we are able to watch movies unlimited.
And everybody has Wi-Fi also, so that's a good.
Yeah. Kigali
I'm not saying that in other countries it's bad. It's just that in
Yeah.
Rwanda there is a much better advantage. I guess because the government's been pushing so much for
Yeah.
more digital
Yeah.
capabilities. So it's
Digital
a good thing. I'm
economy,
sure
yeah.
everybody will get there too very soon.
Shout out to our government. Is it easy for you to travel by hitchhiking on trucks? Just tell me.
In Rwanda, to be frank, yes. Because we see so many trucks just going on the highway, and usually the drivers are alone and they're bored, and they're going at comparatively slower pace compared to other vehicles. So they also like to have company in their vehicles when they're driving.
They're really nice and
Yeah.
friendly. Some of them, they like it's not just in Rwanda, but in all of East
Yeah.
Africa. Our experience so far has been some of these truckers. They it's like they welcome you into their house, which is
Yeah.
on wheels, and then they want to give you food. They want to give you tea. They
They
want to give
usually
you
have
soda.
tea, karanga,
No,
and usually when you're driving, they stop at these small restaurants where they eat. So
And
it's
you know
nice
where-
experience for
where
us
truck
also.
drivers eat, the food is
Yeah.
always really good. Like it's not bad for the stomach because
Yeah.
they have to be driving for so long.
Yeah.
So you always get the best food and it's cheap. And all of these are local experiences for us. And
Yeah.
it's a way to get to know the country. So
Uh,
I wouldn't say it's been easy always. Sometimes
Yeah.
people ask for money and then we explain, no, this is going to be a cultural exchange. So,
like that.
Yeah.
but not just trucks. We've also found a lot of very friendly Rwandans,
Yes.
East Africans who are driving in their cars, in their pickup trucks. Like even safari vans which are going,
Yeah.
the guides sometimes they are so helpful, they're friendly. So it's not always business. Sometimes humanity goes beyond that.
Yeah.
People like to engage.
Okay, let me say Shant.
Yeah.
Okay.
And want to ask you this other question.
Yeah.
How did you decide to start traveling? Because that's hard. I mean, people cannot be that courageous to take a decision of leaving their corporate world and then start traveling. Just where did you get the inspiration to start traveling?
You can answer that.
We worked for a long time in very typical corporate jobs, and we always sat at the desk and dreamt about what the world looked like beyond. So at some point we said, and this was around COVID time, we said, okay, maybe we can take a small gap year to travel. And
Since
that's
he
how-
was a little boy, he always wanted to see the world as much as possible.
Yeah.
And we were always hesitant because you're in a job, you're earning money, and when you're traveling, it's very expensive to do that. So that's why we worked for a few years. We saved a lot of
much as we
as much as we could, and then we thought, okay, let's just do it now before we are too old.
And then we just left home on
Yeah.
a 6-month trip, and that has now become a bit over 2 years
Yeah.
and 2 months.
Oh, so you've been traveling for almost 2 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2 years.
How was the experience of traveling?
We travel mostly in Asia, in Southeast Asia, in Central Asia, parts of India, and then we came to Africa. So we started our journey in Nairobi. So we did Kenya, and then Uganda, and then Rwanda. We recently visited Burundi, and then Our next
we
plan
go
is to visit Tanzania.
Next, we are heading to Tanzania.
Yes.
So before coming to Africa, what were you expecting maybe? Because many Western media, they just to show Africa as maybe a bad continent, showing animals, forest, hungry people. Tell me, what were you expecting before coming to Africa? And I guess many Indians don't know more about Africa, right?
Indians who work here, which also you see is a big number. I think they're pretty familiar. So their relatives probably know a little bit because they hear from them.
Yeah.
But for us, as just regular people who used to only learn about Africa through TV or like internet, it was exactly the picture you presented. The typical story is Africa is poor, dirty,
We
not
were
safe.
scared to come. We heard a lot of stories of. Huh?
A lot of negative.
Okay. Yeah, a lot of negative we heard. But after coming here, within like 2-3 days, our mind just changed. It's not all that true. It's not true at all. People are friendly. It's pretty safe. Obviously, in any country, if you step out after dark, any country in the world, it's the same. You need to be
As careful as
you can.
Yeah.
But I mean, Kigali looks pretty clean. Rwanda looks pretty clean. It doesn't
It's
look.
very, very clean.
It doesn't look like the stereotypical image, which I know we're just trying to make light of a bigger issue, which is a situation. It's just sad, but
Rwanda is very clean.
Rwanda is clean and safe and beautiful.
So what else can you say about Rwanda?
Rwandans are very friendly, especially on the comment section in our YouTube videos. We've been having so much fun. Everybody's been so nice.
I have the nicest comments from Rwandans till now.
Yeah. They're like super friendly. They say like, go do this, go do that. But if you're in this city, wait, don't leave. I'm coming. I want to meet you.
I like
Like
that.
this guy, like him.
That's how we met, guys.
So it's been fun, and I like how people are so like welcoming, and they don't look at color as a thing. They like, I know there are many Indians here. There are we are not white people. There are all kinds of colors who are welcome here, which is so nice to see. Because I think that matters a lot when you're out traveling in foreign countries, how you're received by people.
Yeah.
So for us, it's been very welcome.
Shish and love. Just tell me some of maybe your conference or the hardship that you faced with here in Rwanda.
There's one big complaint we have. The
Guys,
gorillas.
You should make that permit a lot cheaper. It's just few people in the world who can, go and see them. There has to be some other way that, people from countries that don't have those kind of income levels should also be able to see. It would have been nice if it was a bit more accessible. We would have loved to see gorillas. It's a once in a lifetime opportunity, and to be able to see it in Rwanda would have been awesome. I hope we can still find a way to see it someday.
Have you visited Diana Fossey Gorilla Fund?
We went. I went on a trek, the Dian Fossey Grave Trek. So I was actually hoping to encounter gorillas on the way because I'd heard a lot of these stories from people. But it was a bit unfortunate. As soon as I got to that ticket also wasn't cheap. It cost $75 for one person to hike. So that's why
Only one of
out.
us did it.
And in our budget, we could only fit one of us. And when I got to the national park, I was the first one to enter Kigali National Park.
Yes.
And when I got in, as soon as I stepped into the park, I heard the sound of a family of gorillas. And it felt so exciting at that moment. I looked at the guide who was with me, and there were no other tourists with us. No other people hiking. I was the only one that day on that hike. And I figured, he would eventually show me because we were on the same path. As soon as the sounds came, a bunch of rangers ran in front. And you won't believe it, less than 2 minutes later, I reached the spot where the sound was coming from, and nothing was there.
They have already left.
As far as I know, gorillas don't leave that quickly unless, I don't know.
Do you know why I was asking you about Diana Fossey Gorilla Fund? They have those VR where you get to experience gorilla trekking, and I think that's maybe just give you a little experience of how gorillas are. I've been there last week I was there.
Is it in Musanze?
In Musanze, and it's free to enter because it's I think it's an organization. If you know about this guy Diana Fossey, she was into conservation, and after her death, this lady from the US, Ellen
Ellen DeGeneres.
Ellen DeGeneres started this fund so that they can maybe give respect to this
I
lady.
think I saw that building while driving to Kigali National Park. It was on the way somewhere.
Yeah.
There's a big research center.
It's a research center, but it's open to visitors. You just go there, they tell you more about gorillas, the history of Diana Fossey, the way she was into conservation. And get to know more about gorillas. For people like us or like me who can't afford paying that much amount of money to visit gorillas, to just give you a little experience of how gorillas are. And I think it would have been a nice experience if you visited that part. And you was talking about Kibuye. So how did you find Kibuye? Kibuye.
Kibuye, we didn't, like, honestly, we didn't stop there.
We just passed through Kigali.
We didn't spend enough time in that place to really soak it up.
Okay.
But we like Gisenyi.
You like Gisenyi?
Yeah.
I saw you guys. I saw you videos from Gisenyi on Instagram.
Yeah.
You had fish. You ate fish there.
No, we are vegetarian.
Vegetarian. But I saw videos with other ladies at the lake.
Oh yeah, they were having a birthday picnic. By the
I saw the video, and they were somehow singing.
They were cutting a cake, and then they invited us to join their picnic.
Just 4 girls. They are in university.
Studying.
They saw us. They said, okay, these 2 Indians look like they can teach us dancing.
Yeah.
And they caught hold of her, and then they started singing some Hindi song, an old Hindi song. And the 5 of them started dancing together. And I was given the cameras to hold and film.
Oh, I like that.
It was so typical, but it was so much fun.
So guys, that was it. I was actually having some other conversations, just like not on camera, with my friends from India. They are so nice, and like this is their last time here in Rwanda. I hope next time when they'll be back here, or maybe when I'll be in India, I'll get to meet them and maybe have some more other interesting conversation with them.
Of course.
So that's the end of our today's video. Ciao.
Bye.